Hello, hi, and how are we all doing? Welcome to episode 3 of the Van Diaries. I'm Roisin, and for the last 2 years I've been travelling around with my dog Nina camping. We did convert our small 2-door Corsa and made a little bit of a car camping situation in there, but we are now in the thick of converting my Peugeot Bipper. So that's just a little bit about the project. If you're new here and you're discovering this particular video for the first time, this is part 3 of the Van Diaries series, so make sure you head over and watch episode 1 and episode 2. And here what me and my dad are doing is attaching the wood slatted roof to the roof of the van. What we actually did was screw a wood beam across the centre beam of the metalwork in the van. I think you can see that in episode 2. And we just screwed it on so we would have something to attach the roof to, basically, and avoid drilling any more holes into the roof like we did previously. Again, episode 2 for that mishap. Guys, this was stressful. My dad and the drill were not having a good day. He kept slipping off the screws and putting little dents into the roof. I was getting fuming about it. He was doing his absolute best, and it was just, we just wanted it to look fab, and it was all just a bit stressful, but we worked through it. I probably won't even notice the dents ever again. But yeah, it was a stressful time, but we eventually did manage to get the roof attached, and I think it looks great, but you can be the decider of that.
Yeah, okay.
Ta-da!
Should we put a few more in, or is 3 enough, do you reckon?
I think 3 might be enough for now. We're not slotting anything in there. I knew we wouldn't. It's how close it sits. That wood's too thick. We just potentially get some maybe a command tree,
Flat strip.
like a sticky double back one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I don't know. That ain't going anywhere, is it?
No.
Just a bit.
Yeah, it looks.
You can do one there and one there.
I think we've gone too far over,
What do you mean?
because it's really there. This side's got. Oh, you had that before anyway. It was missing, wasn't it? That bit of carpet there.
Is this?
Or does it look the same both sides?
No, it is more over this
So
side, but
slightly.
yeah, it doesn't matter.
What do you reckon? You're
Doesn't
gonna-
matter. Stay here.
Yeah, happy with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put strip lights there anyway.
Does this go up anymore?
No. They're corsets.
Yeah.
I think we just do. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna go up. Oh, it does, yeah, that's what it is. Just put one more each side.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
To
just
do
to
that.
Hold it up, yeah. Smart there.
Yeah, except that one. It's a bit dull.
I can't see from here.
No, you can't, but when you're under it, you can. That's gonna haunt me in my sleep.
I can see it, yeah, when I go there.
But it looks fantastic. Well done. Big effort from both of us.
From you.
Just on my way into Wickes now to grab some paint and some paintbrushes so I can paint the wooden floor to go back into the van. Guys, I'm just out in the back garden shed ready to paint the floor for the van. I went yesterday to Wickes to get all the bits that I needed and spent far too long trying to decide what colour paint I wanted to go with. So the van itself is quite small. It's not a really big space, so from the beginning I was like, let's keep it light, bright, light woods. For the carpet I opted for a more of a neutral oatmeal colour rather than grey, because I was like, grey's going to make it dark. And the floor that we're putting back in was just the 2 pieces of wood that were in the van when I first purchased it, but I'm painting it because it's while the wood is fine, it's just scuffed and marked because it used to be a workman's van, so it had like tools, paint, stuff like that. So we have sanded it down, primed it, and we're now painting it. Majority of the stuff that I build into the van is going to cover this floor. So the reason I'm actually really painting it is because I'm going to be driving the van around from next month, fingers crossed. So I want to just paint it so it looks decent in there. The wood on the roof is looking bright and gorgeous. The carpeting job is great, so I want to put the floor in and it just be a nice neutral colour. So I went to Wickes yesterday. I spent ages trying to pick a colour paint. I went in, I saw loads of beautiful shades, and I was absolutely drawn in by this olive green one. I was like, that potentially could look stunning once I start adding all soft furnishings. And every bit of me was like, do it, do it. But I actually didn't, because I was like, maybe it's going to be too dark. Stick to the plan, keep everything light. I can add colours like that in with the soft furnishings when we get to that point. So we have opted for a nice light neutral colour. This is insanely annoying because you don't want black bristles through your beige paint. What is that all about? There's loads of them here. Am I doing something wrong? Is it me? And after almost having a mental breakdown, I just had to get cracked on with this. So here is me painting in 2.2 speed and just getting on with the jobs. I also went through a phase while painting this of being so unsure on the colour, thinking it looked grey, not sure if it was giving the light, neutral, creamy vibes I was going for. But then when I went outside and started painting this second piece of flooring, I was like, okay, it's looking very different in natural daylight. I was loving it. And then I got all unsure again and I was like, is it grey or is it not grey? But it's obviously not grey. It doesn't look grey here, so that's really great. But there's an insight into my brain on how this van build's going. Then a couple of days later, once the paint was completely dry, it was time to clear out and empty the van from all the little bits and bobs that we'd just been keeping in there from doing jobs, and pop the floor back in.
If you're looking at it that way, that's wood there.
How's it going? Normal or?
Lift it at an angle. What you lift?
I have to come out now, innit?
Get it over there.
What's the carpet?
No.
Oh, is that above on it? Beautiful. It's beautiful. Is it that way? Have one then. Come and look.
Alright then. How do you fit before then?
But what I'm saying is, I don't dispute what you're saying. Hold ya. us a wave, Pat. Delivering the tea. Oh, Nina. Oh, hi. Hello. Hello, my sexy girl. Hello. What is the measurement?
Wood's 4 foot.
What?
The wood is 4 foot length inside in the
Yeah, and how wide will we need each side to be?
side. You need it about. You want all this covered.
Yeah.
Or you want it probably just
Oh.
where to? Just up to here.
Yeah, I think so.
That'll be 8.
8 what? Inches?
Yeah.
Just about, okay. And what's the length? 4 foot.
Then a few days later, after we had laid the floor, we got to work on trying to create the 2 wooden panels that we need to finish off the raw edging of the carpet. There's almost like 2 really skinny, curvy, difficult bits around the van frame that we needed to cut. But you best believe my dad cut the wood short, and then we decided on doing something completely different anyway because it was going to be too difficult with the original plan we had. So that is a job we're going to come back to. We just left it for today because we don't have the skills required to do it. Then we got to planning and mapping out how we were going to build the storage unit, fold down table, mechanism all on this side of the van. We're here just trying to move stuff out of the way because I was getting really overstimulated and pissed off with everything just in the van. So once I'd cleared all that and cleared my mind, we got on to just planning out, discussing what we think's going to work best based on what we've both seen on YouTube videos, other people's vans, and just figuring out how we're going to create like the supporting beams to put a work surface and then add some storage in underneath that.
Like a worktop there, and then these ones have to have doors for storage.
Yeah.
Not this one. But maybe we could have actually like 2 shorter ones like there and a big one there. So that is where my door would be for storage, and a worktop that runs across. Give that a go. I like the 2 now.
What now?
Not now, but not yet now. What you saying? You just do that?
You all the way across. You've got something to attach it to there.
How hard? So we'd have to put this wood around that. Easy enough, I think. I think I'd want it like. Just not seem like a good height.
The stairs, but it's not as long as
Okay, but you just want to practice with this first. This
Yeah.
is just practice pieces.
Yeah.
For a style practice.
You put it in the wrong places.
No, because it has to be close enough to see what we're doing. Donkey brain. Have we got cardboard?
then had traced the shape of the curve on the side of the car onto the piece of cardboard, then onto this piece of wood, and my dad had cut it out, and this is where we were at. We then head back into the van to see how this is fitting, what it looks like, and just to note, this is a piece of wood that we're practicing with. We're not going to be actually using this. It's just a spare piece that we had that we thought, you know what, fuck it, let's just practice, see how this goes.
That's sucking it.
Yeah, if we chop a bit off there like that,
Yeah, just
it'll
do
go
a
in,
bit.
and that spell's going a bit further.
We
down.
need to take more though.
Yeah.
For it to
So you've probably got it right with that one, actually. Remember?
maybe even a bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you look at like how far away the wood is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Be careful.
So what should we do?
I think let's just curve that corner. We know that like basically that's our marker. We need to just chop it straight. So we can just curve that and
Yeah.
just do whatever. And then I think you just got to curve this in a good bit more.
Okay.
Like if you can go,
Yeah.
this seems okay. Just come in from here. And
Away from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This seems fine. Just curve that corner to start with.
Just like. Yeah.
And this, yeah. Well, in it. Okay.
In a nutshell, this is what the van build is basically like. It's just me and my dad going back and forth, going, take a little bit more, shouldn't have took that much, we have took too much, now it's too short, now we need to take a bit more, just a little bit, not too much. And this is on a practice piece of wood, so I actually dread to think how we're going to be when we actually purchase the correct wood. Then just like that, we were back in Wickes, and we'd come down here to price up everything that we needed for the storage side, the bed, and everything else that now needs to be built inside the van. And let me tell you, wood is fucking expensive. To price up some wood for the rest of the build. I haven't got a clue what I should be using, so please help me out and drop in the comments what is going to be the best thickness of wood for building the bed frame, building all the storage sections, and what is going to be the best wood for like the legs and the beams that are going to be supporting all of this storage work and framework. Please help a girl out and drop it into the comments. And just to add, because I completely forgot, so the beams that we were looking at were 34mm by 34mm. Is this going to be okay for the beams of the bed and the beams of the storage work? Then the wood that we were looking at was 9mm. Is this thick enough, light enough, strong enough? Please let me know.